Backstage in the green room with Schubas, with the one and only
Cisco.
Cisco. Do you have a last name or something?
Oh yeah, my name is Francisco Hay. I go by Cisco Swank.
Where did the swank come from?
Dude, it's like a long story, but like long story short, I was like one of the pretentious like jazz heads who kind of only played jazz and classical. I heard Swank by this rapper Joey from Brooklyn.
Joey with two Y's?
Joey.
That's a different Joey.
Oh, that might be a different Joey. Joey Bad.
Oh, Joey Bad. Oh, yeah. Nah, sure.
He had this song called Hillary Swank, and that literally like changed my life. And I was like, oh, like I definitely see myself in a trajectory just having hip hop be in the mix of like jazz and all that stuff. It was like a mix of that and just like hearing Rigor Mortis by Kendrick for the first time. Jazz-based sampled songs really spoke to me in general.
You started off in Brooklyn, right? Mm-hmm. Went to school out in Boston. When did your time in Chicago kind of start, and how often do you kind of like make your way back here?
So because of this man, Luke Titus. He's literally the Prince of Chicago. Started making music with him, and I was like, oh, I gotta pull up and really want to tap into all like the music in the community because it's so fire. Like all the people here are really sick and talented. If I wasn't in Brooklyn, I feel like I'd be in Chicago.
We got a special guest here.
Luke Titus.
A privilege to get you in front of the camera, for real. This has been like an ongoing collaborative partnership. What was it like at first? Like, how did you know y'all wanted to work together? And yeah, take me through it.
It was like lockdown time. Like everything was locked down for COVID. I saw something of yours through Julius, a friend of ours, online. And I was like, oh, this is dope. And then I think we just started like talking over the internet. And I was like, I'm gonna just send you some drums. He was like, cool. And then, yeah. And like,
you sent me the drums and I was at Julius's for like his birthday. Then you're like, yo, I just sent you drums, and it was like a pack of like 60 loops. I was like, I gotta go home right now. I was like, literally went home, ran to the keyboard, and just like, we made the first song, Saba's on. That was just the first joint we made in like 10 minutes, which is kind of insane.
From there, we just made an album and started hanging out, and now we're in Chicago, about to play a show.
All the homies are here. It's gonna be really fun. I'm hyped.
Getting Saba onto a track was probably a huge milestone for y'all, but who were like some of the folks you grew up listening to?
A lot of like gospel music, a lot of straight ahead jazz, just like Herbie, Keith Jarrett, McCoy Tyner, just like a lot of pianists. And yeah, just a lot of Dilla and Robert Glasper and all this stuff I feel like a lot of people just in this genre kind of listen to. Oh yeah, and like Stevie and all these people. I feel like I could just go on because my dad really loves like Baroque music. A lot of like Bach and Mozart and like random stuff like Handel. Like Handel's Messiah, he just loves that genre.
Oh, okay.
So he would just be like
composers.
Yeah, he'll just be listening to like random Gershwin and stuff. I feel like that played a role in the music I make.
So did y'all both go to Berkeley?
No, he's an honorary.
Honorary Berkeley.
It was during COVID part of it, so it was definitely interesting.
Did you graduate?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, last year. So
congratulations.
Thanks, dude. Yeah.
Class of 22.
Class of 22.
Okay, yeah, so was I.
Yeah. Oh, fire. Oh, sick.
Braxton Cook was here last month. Back in June. He had like a very like musical college experience going through like the conservatory type route. He kind of spoke about how it wasn't really for him like at Juilliard.
Jazz schools have just yet to figure out how to teach this music. The truth of the matter is it takes a lot of listening, a lot of mentorship, a lot of actually being out in the scene, a lot of like weird jazz clubs sometimes you gotta hang out with and just meeting musicians that do this. It's a culture, right?
But, yeah, he did not mess with that. Yeah, actually, believe it or not, like loved Berkeley. A lot of people just hate like institutions and stuff. Also, I'm kind of like nerdy. I just like mess with learning. I mess with like theory and harmony. Like I can literally just talk about like chords for an hour.
What's your favorite chord and why?
C.
C.
Just C. Just C major. I don't even think it's chords, just like how chords move. I feel like that's where it gets very interesting. Because I don't even use that many interesting chords. I just be like moving them in different ways.
I'm noticing, the white forces are very clean right now. I
just got these.
See, I was hoping they were new because I'm looking at my pair and I'm like, I need to take better care of these.
Bro, you're chilling. Because low key, I'm gonna start like skating in these or something, and then it's just gonna be like cooked. I just got these, so
I do feel a little better about that. Yeah. But we were just at this From the Go Fest, like Chicago festival. We were asking people like, how do you know when someone's like from the go, like from Chicago? Somebody said, oh, when you got like a clean pair of white forces. I looked down, I was wearing those. I was like, I feel less of a Chicagoan now. What's something about you people might not know?
That I'm really good at basketball. Anyone probably in this city could get scraped by me right now.
Who's the NBA player comparison?
Bro, I'm better than probably everyone in the NBA too. But maybe like Paul George. I feel like Paul George is probably almost as nice as me.
Almost. Okay.
I'm scraping that man. Nah, but yeah, I mess with sports.
Did you play AAU or anything?
No, I didn't. I just be in the
Too
park.
good, you know.
Yeah, I'm too good for that. I'm just be chilling, you know. But I'm crying. But yeah, I like sports. I like graphic design. Yeah, that's kind of it.
This album just dropped. You're obviously having like a few tour dates to go and promote it. But what would be your elevator pitch for why folks should listen if they've never heard Cisco Swank before?
Bro,
You know?
listen because I don't know. I feel like it's try to make interesting music. Stuff that like people can relate to. I'd be getting bored by like music and mad stuff now. So I'm just trying to make something that people can connect to and just chill to the music. Some music is like musicians' music. I feel like a lot of people who kind of went to music school and all that sometimes can be unlistenable because it's just a whole lot of chords. I just try to make really listenable but like intricate music.
Do you have a favorite track on the project? I like All the Same a lot because I feel like it deviates
Yeah, I feel like
from
all,
some of
all
your
the
stuff.
Same is a move. I love What Came From Above. I kind of like the songs where I'm just rapping on because I feel like I just like to rap. Sometimes I'll be tired. I'm just like, I'm not trying to play keys. I'm just trying to spit bars or something.
A lot of weapons in the arsenal, you know. So, anything else you'd like to add?
I forgot to say I like to Shmoney. I really like to Shmoney. That's another fun fact. There's like several different Shmoneys because I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm like a Shmoney connoisseur. I can never say that word. Connoisseur. Okay, yeah.
Shmoney.
So there's like the normal Shmoney where you're like this, and then there's like and then you take it out, and then you be like, what?
Oh, okay.
And then there's like the T-Rex Shmoney. And then you got there's a lot of Shmoney variations.
Have you listened to anything Bobby Shmurda put out since he's been released?
Could not tell you a single Bobby Shmurda song.
A single song?
No, I can name Bobby Shmurda songs. I could not tell you a single song.
You just found the dance, didn't have the context at all.
He came out of prison,
Yeah.
which is crazy because I was definitely on some like free my boy, free Bobby, and I've not listened to a
It's like
single
he
song.
should still be free, but I just haven't heard the
Yeah.
Bobby. I got to hear something, man.
Yeah, it's all right. He's still our goat. He's still the king.
King of New York.
King of New York.
Oh, if you were on Side Talk, what would you want to talk about?
Ooh, food. I'll talk about food. I'll talk about New York food.
I go to bat for New York food. I grew up in New York. Like,
Oh, word.
So I'm
Okay.
the pizza, the bagels, the bacon, egg, and cheeses, you know.
Bro, facts. Yeah, I love food and music and Bobby Shmurda. Yeah.
Very profound. Cisco Swank on Real Ones. Thank you so much for the time, man.
Thanks, bro.
Of course.
Love y'all. Hearts.